So, as Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich tabled his last budget under President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, the budget deficit standing at 900 billion shillings is the puzzle of how will the government meet the 2.62 trillion shilling budget. KTN's Aby Agina looks at the gaping deficit and why Rotich is calm about it despite mounting concern over the country's high debt level and wage bill.
One of the biggest headaches for the Treasury Cabinet Secretary, Henry Rotich, will be on how to raise revenue to meet the 2017-2018 2.6 trillion shilling budget.
Mr. Speaker, this means that the fiscal deficit for 2017-2018 will be 524.6 billion, equivalent to 6% of GDP, and will be financed through borrowing from both external and domestic sources.
The budget deficit could see Kenya borrow heavily from overseas to plug the shortfall, which may have serious ramification on domestic interest rates.
You have a lot of income that is being collected that is not finding itself either into bank accounts or is not being banked or is not being accounted for. The question that KRA must be able to ask is whether they have completely assessed the situation to the extent that they are taxing everybody who needs to be taxed. Is everybody paying their taxes?
So far, the government maintains that the taxmen will be able to meet the revenue targets of 1.7 trillion shillings, which the leader of majority in parliament agrees with.
The minister for the first time has overshot his ceiling by only 1 billion. It's a very, very good budget in terms of the estimates. Secondly, for the first time, the minister in his 2.6 trillion budget, he expects Kenya Revenue Authority to raise about 1.7 trillion.
That's too ambitious.
Yes, it's not ambitious. Kenya Revenue Authority, and I want to thank them. If you read the history, when we took over government, KRA was raising 867 billion. In 3 years, they have raised 1.4 trillion.
With the budget now out, many will be keen on seeing approaches the Kenya Revenue Authority will take on to boost collection despite tax avoidance being rife. Aby Agina, KTN Business.